And you know what? If by magic, I thought I had it somewhere. This is number 11. This is the little part cut off the sprue. It fell off while it was being stored, guys. I'll glue that on for you now. Hey all, welcome back to the channel, Ritual 3. Hope you're good, guys. Hope you're well. Today, it's Saturday, so it's the Star Wars Millennium Falcon build day. Issue 9, guys. Do hope you enjoy this video, guys. If you're not already, please smash that subscribe button. Give us a big thumbs up. Press the bell notification to get more videos, more alerts. As soon as I put one up, guys, anything on the channel, you will get alerted if you press that notification. So subscribe, like, comment and share. But without further ado, guys, let's crack on with this Star Wars Build the Millennium Falcon issue 9. Okay then, guys, so you can see we've got the magazines back now. We're on issue 9 of the Build the Millennium Falcon from Star Wars. Let's take a look through this week's mag, guys. Right, you've got the usual content, guys, if you're a Star Wars fan. You've got the Starship Fact File, Guide to the Galaxy, Secrets of Spaceflight and Build the Falcon, Electrics, Hull and Hull Details, Test the Cockpit Lighting and Complete the Cockpit Area Ready to Display. That's what we're doing today, guys. Very excited. It's going to be a really exciting one this week. So we're going to light up the cockpit, guys, and it's going to pop. It's going to look pretty cool. Yeah, you've got the content here, Star Wars content of all different characters, etc. Down the bottom left here, you've got Darth Vader, R2-D2. I've said this before now, guys, I love Star Wars, I really do. Tatooine facilities. I don't know if I've said that right. Do apologise if not. Yeah, but the pictures are amazing, guys. You've got real good content in these magazines. And obviously, if you're following this build or you've built it or you're building it, you're going to be a Star Wars fan, obviously. And then we come to the parts. In this week's issue, we've got the interior elements, which is here. But guys, we've got these this week. I'm going to leave them till next week because we're not going to be touching them. I'm just going to store them away till a later issue. What we're going to be doing this week, as you can see here with what it's saying instructions, we've got testing the lighting. We're putting a bit of blackout strip in the cockpit tunnel so there's no light bleed. And I think that's all we're doing. These parts here, those are on sprues. We might be having to look at what those have already done on the cockpit tunnel when they've been cut off. I've already fitted those, I think, if I remember right, but we'll have a look at that in a minute. Yeah, these are already fitted. So these, as you can see, is the passageway to the cockpit. I'll go into detail and show you how tiny and very good detail these are, guys, but those have already been put on. So what I'll be doing today is fitting the Millennium cockpit, as you can see here. It'll all be put together and then we'll test the lighting, see if it all works, which has been a while, guys, since I've tested it, so fingers crossed everything is still wired and still okay. Yeah, and before we crack on, coming in next week's issue 10, we've got more hull and internal parts, so that's coming in next week, guys. So remember, subscribe, press that bell notification so you don't miss out on this content of this and anything on the channel, guys. Feel free to do that. I'd really appreciate it, and give us a big thumbs up. But without further ado, guys, what I'm going to do is get us back to the beginning of the instructions and let's crack on with this week's build. Right, first of all then, it's saying put together the testing battery pack for the lighting. Now this has already been done. Basically it's simple as this. Is just slides open, you've got a screwdriver there, 4 batteries. I think they're 4 AA batteries, aren't they? Yeah, 4 AA batteries. Put all that together, and then what it wants us to do is check everything's working. Now I've already put that in there, guys. So what I'm going to do is we'll just put it together. Careful not to break that circuit board, very delicate. And what I'll do is I will do a better shot of this at the end, so you'll see a nice dark picture of it, see if it's all lit up pretty cool. So let's just see if this works. Yeah. If I just turn off one of these lights, or maybe both of them, so you can see. You can see that's working. Yeah, look at that. That's pretty cool. That is going to look wicked when it's all put together, guys. All that light bleed will be disappeared once I put the top of the cockpit on with the light bleed tape. But let's say that's looking. Now, assembling the cockpit, guys. What it's telling us to do in these first 3 instructions, each light proof sticker needs 2 small cutouts to clear the mounting lugs in the passage tube, as in step 3. Mark these out with 17mm long strips. Basically, what you can see here, you just cut them out. That's the width. The width is 6mm wide, and the length is 17mm long. And what you do, guys, you just position it like so, so it's against that lug there, and that's going to stop the light bleed later in the issue. And you can see this one's already done as well, but that's where that's got to go. And that is the first 3 instructions of assembling the cockpit done. Now what it wants us to do is put all of this together, basically, the passage tube, etc. Now I've already put the cockpit details in, as you can see, and then what I've got to do is put this in, which is the roof of the cockpit. Basically this just, if I remember right, slides in there like so, and that'll be resting there. And then what we're going to do then is put the top of the passenger tube on top of the bottom passenger tube. Be careful not to nip your wires, guys, when you put it back together. Oh, before we do this, just to let you know, there's little holes in there, and these lugs sticking up will just slide into the holes. Easy as that. And that's how that looks. And keep that position there. That will be pushed up to the top when we put the next parts in. So first of all, we've got to put the interior back in, and as you can see, it's going to push those details up as soon as you put these into the place where they've got to go. And that's as simple as that. Okay. And then what we've got to do then, last but not least, is put the front panel back on the Millennium cockpit. So gently just push that on without damaging any parts. Just don't rush it, guys. Trouble is, I've taken it off that many times. Just be careful not to put, there we go, that's on. And that's how that looks. And I think, if I remember right, the cockpit is actually done. We're not going to be taking that off again now, because inside's all done. And the tunnel, cockpit tube tunnel, is all done also. Let's put that to one side. Right, the next thing we're doing in this week's issue, again, this is going to be a bit of a recap over, because I've already glued these parts on the passage tube. Basically, I'm not going to go into detail with these guys. I would do if I was doing it freshly, a fresh build. Basically, it's telling you to take all the details off the sprues, certain details what you'll need. If I pull this on the left, and as you can see by this diagram, each number's detail goes to certain parts on the passage tube. And just turn the page now, and I think that would be it for this week's issue then, guys. So what I'll do quickly before we test the electrics, I'll just show you briefly, quickly, what parts have gone where. Now this is the top of the passenger tube. Now number 1 is this little part here. As you can see, this is why the detail's so good, guys. And this is just a little section of it. If you can see that, That's number 1. And then you've got number 2, which is this fine little detail here. That's there. Might not see much when you're cutting them off the sprues, but if you can see that, guys, look at the detail. Without that, it wouldn't be the Millennium Falcon, all the little pipes, etc. And last but not least, on the top of the passage tube, should I say, is number 3, which is this detail here, and that is just there. Now, to look at that all as one, what's that battery pack? All as one. You would think that's just meant to be there. It's not had 3 different pieces put on, but if you look close up, you can see how much to town have gone with the detail of this build. Right, so if I gently turn the tube over, we go to number 4, which is this part here, and that's what it's like when it's fitted, just there. But I hope you understand, guys, I couldn't take these off because they've been glued on these, because these don't want to drop off. Number 5, tell a lie, 4 and 5, you can see there's 2 pieces. So that's 4 and 5, these here. I think it's meant to be a little hatch, that is. And you got 6, which is this part under here. You've got to remember, guys, if you're doing this build now or you've built it before, this was blank. There was nothing on here. And then now look at the pop, look at that. Looks so cool. You got 7 and 8, which are these 2 pipes, which I'm sure one of these pipes have fell off in storage. But that's my bad because I moved it, but I'm sure I'll be able to find that. If I do, I'll let you know. 7, what we're looking at here, 7 is another part here. And then we've got number 8, which is this part. And you got number 9, last but not least, that part there. And you know what? If by magic, I thought I had it somewhere. This is number 11. This is the little part cut off the sprue. It fell off while it was being stored, guys. I'll glue that on for you now, so you can watch me put this back together. So it's not all been a recap this week, guys. I do try. Now, you can use, if you're looking at the bottom of the screen, you can use a cocktail stick to put in the holes, or you can just do by fingers and use your tweezers also, guys. Whatever's best for you. Now, I'm going to apply a little bit of glue. Now, I'm going to have to be more careful with this now when I store it, not to lose any parts again, because I'm very lucky I found that, to be fair. So that goes in there like that. Just give that a second to dry. That looks better, I think, already. Cool. There you go. And that's that done. What it is when you turn it round and you're laying it on the floor, on the desk, should I say, obviously those are raised, so they're going to be very easy to damage. You've got to be careful. But guys, that is it so far for all the parts I've got to build this week for you. But look at that, guys. That look cool. Look at that. This is going to be one hell of a build. Like all the builds I'm doing, they look pretty cool. I think that's it for this week's issue. Yeah. Now the time has come to light it up. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'll take this out. We'll turn the lights off. I'll just do it with one first, see how that looks. Ready? And I'm going to turn the other one off. Switch. Look at that. Look at that. Now, guys, doesn't that look cool? Let me just put that in there so I can hold it up for you. Look at that, man. I love that. You can just see Chewy and Leia and Han Solo sitting in there. You can see, guys, there's still a bit of light bleed. What you could do is paint that inside with black if you really wanted to, if you wanted that bleed to go. But you got to remember, when you put it all together, it's not going to be too bad. But I'm happy with that. Comment down below, guys, if you like that. give us a big like and subscribe. But I love that. I think that's cool. Comment, guys, if you like that. Like if you like it. And subscribe. That's wicked. I'm going to place that there without damaging the parts I've put underneath. Guys, I'm going to leave it there. Have a nice look in. That looks wicked. I do like that. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this week's issue. Wicked. Please feel free to subscribe, like, comment, share. See you in the next one. See ya. That is it for this week's issue, guys, of the Millennium Falcon build. It's a pretty cool issue this week. We test the lights. We put more details on the Millennium Falcon tunneling, which was, let me just have a quick look, this part here. So yeah, all those parts already on, I know, but at least I could show you where we had to cut the sprues and we had to put them on the passage tube. It was a pretty fun issue this week, guys. I love how it popped when we lit the Millennium Falcon backlight in the cockpit. I thought that was pretty cool. This is going to be one magnificent build, guys. I mean, coming in next week, as you can see, issue 10. We've got some more details here, which are going to be for where the table is, etc., when they're playing chess. And then we've got some more paneling to put together. So yeah, that'll be building some more paneling next week, guys, issue 10. If you don't want to miss out on this wicked build and you want to come along with me, guys, if you haven't done already, please subscribe, give us a big thumbs up, comment and share, and press that bell notification so you don't miss out on any future content on the channel, including the Millennium Falcon build. Next week's issue 10, guys. Whilst you're waiting for that, obviously have a look what's coming up on the channel the next couple of days. We've got today's the Millennium Falcon, we've got the Titanic build on a Monday, Star Wars X-Wing on a Tuesday, Dom's Charger on a Wednesday. We've got the Elvis shorts. Take a look through the playlist, guys. You'll find something there, hopefully what you want to watch until your favourite build comes to you on Rich43. But please subscribe, guys. Big like, comment and share. But for now, that is it for the Millennium build. See you in the next one. Peace.